Hello, this is Dallin Williamson. I'm the host of Chicago Advocates. We like to interview Chicago residents who have made extraordinary impact into this Chicago system or are looking to make that impact to make our day-to-day lives better here at Chicago. I had a recent interview with Claire Anderson, who was just a regular resident. She worked at the grocery store here at Jewel Osco, where she took usually her car to go back and forth from home to work. Unfortunately, her car is needing repairs and unable to start, so she was taking the train, which a lot of our Chicago residents do. The main way, a lot of us here on the south side especially, we like to jump over the train stop because many of us simply cannot afford the $5 a day to take the train stop from home to work. That's just an expense that we're not willing to take. And in the past, most cops and in the city have not really cracked down on it and have allowed it be for a long time. Especially, it's one of those crimes that seem to be, if you're in the lower class, you tend to look the other way. A lot of our Chicago police officers feel the same way. But lately, there has been an increase of cracking down on turnstile. We all know that how much money the CTA brings in for Chicago, but the question is, who should be fronting the bill for the CTA? Should it be public citizens, or should it be maybe some of our wealthier citizens who actually benefit from our labor? So I had an interview with Claire Anderson. Claire Anderson, she had this experience, and she wrote back to me with my interview questions, and I want to read over some of her answers that she gave to me and give you the experience. The reason why she built this platform, which her platform is called We Make Chicago Run, capital W-E. You can find them on Instagram. Right now, I think they're hovering around 500 followers. And she wrote back with some to my questions I wrote to her. I said, "Good morning, Claire. Thank you for joining us today. Could you please tell us about the recent experience? What experience did you have with the CTA system that now you're looking to get the mayor's attention here at Brandon Johnson, our new mayor? Why are you trying to get his attention at the moment?" She said, "Sure, I had this encounter with a police officer. It was kind of intense for some of our younger audiences, something that we don't like to think about, but this is our day-to-day lives that many citizens have to endure." She simply went to the train stop. She went to go jump over the turnstile, which she's been able to doing for the past week because her car has been not working. Many citizens don't do the same thing. This time, though, there was a cop. She had several dogs. Normally, they're not ones to not turn the other way, especially in her neighborhood here in Inglewood. The cops then went up to her very quickly, just grabbed her, screamed in her face to go back. She could literally she had to wipe the spit from her face, and she kept rubbing her face the whole way back home, trying to stop feeling dirty after the spit was all over her cheek. And the dogs were barking so much, of course, as she said, she was scared. Normally, they don't care. She thought it would be fine, but he was just screaming at me over and over again. Very not an experience none of us want to go through, no matter if you're breaking the law or how it's impacted, especially something as simple as just jumping a turnstile. We all know that the prices affect our daily wallets, and this is now hurting the average citizen and not someone who maybe could actually afford this, like the wealthier in our state and our city, who actually benefit from us going to work every day. She said that after that experience, she was really changed. She really didn't have the couple of dollars left to even pay the ticket. So she had to call in about losing more money from work because she simply couldn't afford to go to work that day. At this point, there's different questions that we have. Of course, we like to look at both sides of the argument. There is a responsibility. Does she have a responsibility? She knew that it was $2.50. She simply didn't have it. Is it our responsibility as taxpayers to pay for her ride? We all know that just looking at the CTA website, we have 765,000 rides taken on the CTA on an average weekday. The Chicago Transit Authority regional system serves over 35 suburbs in addition to the city of Chicago as well. All this money is supposed to help the city go into our infrastructure and build that. Is that payment, but should that be actually on just the average day citizens? That's our question. Well, Claire doesn't think so. Claire started a Instagram account posting different prices at other countries that have free public transportation, looking to Brandon Johnson to actually try and improve our system that we have now. She's gathered over 500 followers, again, at We Run Chicago, and this has done great improvement for to try to attract attention to this important issue. With this, I had a couple of other questions here. How does she gain support? She's been reaching out to community organizations, sharing her story, spreading awareness through social media. She believes that mobilizing support from fellow residents and allies, we can show the mayor that this is a crucial issue that needs to be addressed. And I asked her, what are the hopes for your future of the public transportation? I hope that the more equitable, accessible system where no one is left behind due to financial constraints, and public transportation should be a lifeline for everyone, not a source of stress or discrimination. And we definitely know that this affects people of color more, especially since it affects our south side, which is definitely a higher population of African Americans, and their pocketbooks are definitely hurt more. So it's more of a race issue as well. And I wanted to thank her for reaching out for these questions here. As we urge you guys to reach out and try to either join the Instagram page or even write to the mayor himself. You can reach him at 311, or you can go online and go to the office of the mayor at chicago.gov. Thank you, and we'll talk again next time.